Matt Lombardo, Steve Politi here at NRG Stadium in Houston, the site of the Giants' 27-22 win over the Houston Texans. It was a day, Steve, where the Pat Shurmur offense really came alive for the first time. Eli Manning, close to 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 for 4 in the red zone. They did enough to get it done, their first win of the season.
Right. It wasn't perfect, but it was a glimpse of what they expected from this offense, right? Eli was accurate. He was on the run a bunch, but he still made good throws. They got different guys involved. Beckham had 100 yards. Barkley scored in the first, half. I mean, this is it.
Yep.
This is what they wanted. It's still second half in the shell a little bit. You didn't like that, but then the defense stepped up.
Yep, exactly. It was an opportunistic defense, and they really got Manning going by rolling him out of the pocket, changing up his throwing angles, and I think that was kind of a result of what we've seen the last couple of weeks, the pressure generated by the Jaguars and the Cowboys, and maybe a byproduct of them benching Eric Flowers before the game. But the offense worked, and I thought, as you pointed out, the defense, opportunistic. Al Ogletree with a great play on an interception covering Lamar Miller.
Play they don't make last year. They do not make that play.
No, they didn't have that linebacker until last year.
Exactly.
You look at the big stops where they hold the Texans to field goals instead of touchdowns in the second half down in the red zone. A lot to like about the Giants coming out of this game.
Yeah, I think so, absolutely. And obviously, they had to win this game, right? So they come in, they get the victory they need. It kind of the positive vibe in the locker room. You see Pat Shurmur walking around, hugging every player. Eli Manning gives them the game ball. They give a game ball to Dave Gettleman, the GM. So it's incredible in the NFL how one victory can turn the moods. But that's what's happened here. I mean, now you go from what would have been a hopeless situation. The Texans are in that hopeless situation now at 0-3. Now you're 1-2. You're going back home. You're playing, so-and-so a Saints team. There's hope again.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you look at the morning storyline was benching Eric Flowers, right. And by the end of the day, you have an offensive line. Sure, they gave up 4 sacks, 3 of them to J.J. Watt with Chad Wheeler in there. A lot of guys are going to be overmatched by J.J. Watt, but I thought the offensive line really came of age in this game, so you feel good about that. The one negative that you take away from this game that could be a long-standing concern, Evan Ingram goes out with a knee injury after making his first catch. Kareem Jackson kind of tackled him low with his helmet, and after the game, I saw Evan Ingram walking out with a knee brace on that right knee. Not great news for the Giants, but it's something to keep an eye on during the course of the week.
At least it wasn't that automatic, when it's an ACL and it's over kind of deal.
Right.
It didn't look like he got tangled up. It didn't look like he was, one of those gruesome things you see on. I guess there's hope he can still play next year. We'll find out when we get the test back.
So the Giants get their first win of the season. They're 1-2 on the year, coming home to take on the Saints next week. He's Steve Politi. I'm Matt Lombardo. Thanks for watching, and keep right here on NJ.com.